What's up? I'm going to answer a couple of these questions, man. So that's what the fuck is going on here. Um, that was real smooth. Fucking. Alright. I'm a 16-year-old male with a problem. I have this desire to pursue a career in the Canadian military. Most of my family and friends are against this decision, but naturally I'm going to do what I feel is right. The only problem I have is that everyone says that I'm only interested in the military because I'm an angsty teenager who only wants to shoot guns and kill people. This has caused me to wonder, is this military thing a phase I am going through? Should I give more thought to this and take the advice of my peers? Thank you for reading. First of all, you're 16, so you have plenty of time to figure this out. But joining the military is a major decision, alright? My friend Greg is in the Army. He deals with demolition and whatnot. But he got the 2 rank advancement because he's ROTC. So, he's already in charge of kids, And he tells me that more than half of the people that come through didn't know what the fuck they were getting into. They were not prepared for a life of following orders and, dealing with all the military courtesy and shit like that. They don't salute officers. They don't do all that kind of shit that you have to do. So you have to be prepared to loan out your life for a couple of years. I don't know what the minimum term of enlistment is in the Canadian Armed Forces. So I don't know if it's 4, 6. Either way, you need to be prepared to be owned by the government for 4 or 6 years. Should you take the advice of your peers? You should listen to your friends, but you should seek out other people in the military. Find them. Talk to them and find out, I don't know what branch you want to go into. I don't know what you're interested in doing. You need to figure that kind of shit out and figure out if what you really want to do is something you can do. Don't join the Army and later figure out that you would have joined the Navy. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot more about the United States military than I know about the Canadian. But, that's all the kind of stuff you need to do. Part of my question would be, do you just want to shoot guns and kill people? Because if that is the reason for you doing this, it's not going to work out for you. This is something I can guarantee you. That's not the point. All right, that's not the kind of thing that they're looking for. And being in the Canadian Army, you're much less likely to have that opportunity. So, listen to your friends, but figure out whether you really are doing this because you just want to kill people. Think about that. If that's your reason, this is a bad idea, and you need to seek professional help. Go talk to people who are in the armed forces. Do that. Find as many as you can. Talk to different recruiters. And this is something you have to understand about recruiters. They will lie to you. They will lie to you. And be prepared. Can you accept following orders about everything you do for 4 or 6 years? That is a major question you have to ask yourself. But you're only 16, so you got you got plenty of time to figure that out. So, then the number one thing would be to ask as many military personnel that you can find about their experience. Alright. My girlfriend wants to experiment sexually, and she wants for me to have sex with another woman while she watches. While this sounds like an epic fantasy, knowing how she is and how she regrets a lot of things, I'm afraid that this will fuck up the relationship. I've told her no, but she keeps pressing it. My question is, do I dare live the American dream? Well, I showed my mother this question, and she laughed, and she gave what I think is the best advice in this situation. If you don't care about having a long-term relationship with this girl, then go for it. All right? If you do care about having a long-term relationship, I would strongly advise against it, and figure out what she's trying. What's her point? What's the point of this? Ask her that, because it seems all you've been saying is no, I don't want to do that. Ask her why. What is her real reason for this? and you need to figure it out. You know, does she want to fuck other guys? You know what I'm saying? You don't want that, I'm assuming. You know, there's no problem with having an open relationship, but it's probably not going to last forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of question you need to ask yourself, and find out from her what is the reason for this. All right. I usually would. Next question. I usually wouldn't ask for advice because I feel it questions my intelligence, but to hell with it. Hey, man, it doesn't. There's nothing wrong with asking for advice, at all. Only dumb people don't ask for advice when they feel that they need somebody to tell them. There's nothing wrong with having multiple opinions. After high school, my dad wants me to go live with him in Wisconsin. Parents split up last year. But after high school, my best friend also wants me to live with him. I have no clue what to do because, one, I'm in Illinois and my dad lives in deep Wisconsin in the middle of fucking nowhere. I would be far away from all my friends and my girlfriend. We have a very good relationship and all college opportunities. I haven't seen my dad really since the split up, and I feel terrible about that since he has done so much for me. Advice is very much appreciated. Do what is best for you, because your father is more concerned about what's best for you. He might be disappointed, but I guarantee you he will understand. All right? If it's the best thing for you to stay where you are, he'll understand that. All right? He's not going to die, probably, soon. You have plenty of time for that. It's a shitty situation, but when it comes to something like that, you have to do what's best for you. And parents understand shit like that. He won't hate you for it. Okay, he will accept it, and he'll realize that it's for the best. You guys are gonna, plenty of time to do whatever you got to do, but you got to work on what's best for you right now. You know what I'm saying? My videos are boring as hell. I can have decent conversations in person and in text. I can write decently enough. How would you suggest I go about making my content more appealing to the non-poetic types? If you're a poet, then there's nothing I can do for you. Poetry is one of those things that doesn't usually have a mass appeal. I mean, don't be someone you aren't. I always talk like this. This is just how I am all the time. People find it to be not boring. So, I wouldn't say swear more or be louder or anything, because if that's not who you are, then there's nothing you can do about it. If you're saying they're boring because it's poetry and people find poetry boring, then there's nothing I can do for you, because some people just don't like poetry. But maybe you need to learn to, do more public speaking. Don't think about being in front of the camera. Talk the way you normally would, or if you say you could write and have decent conversations, act like you're just having a conversation. Don't think about the people that are watching it. All right. That's the best thing to understand about public speaking, is to not think about all the people around you. Have something you can do that can calm you down and make you a little looser. That's why I smoke the cigarette. It helps me, feel more normal when I'm making the video. So, something like that. So I hope that helps. I got tons of other shit that I'll answer later. So yeah, fucking A. Fucking A. And I don't know why I'm surprised that Michael Jackson is dead. It just kind of fucking surprised me. I don't know if I'm the only one. I kind of always thought he'd always be alive. They'd keep his brain alive, with a robot.